Senator Ted Cruz on Capitol Hill to get his take on opening arguments from Trump's defense team and the case the Dems tried to lay out earlier this week. Take a look. Senator, thanks so much for taking time out today. I know it's a busy day for you. I know you've been in Washington for a long time, and but I want to thank you for doing this. But today was a very interesting day. Today was the first day that the president's team had an opportunity to kind of lay out what it is they intend to prove. Right. You've been in many courtrooms. What did it feel like today? How is it different after months and months of he's abused power, he's done this, he thinks he's a dictator?
Well, look, I think it was gratifying that, number one, it was the first time the president his legal team has had to defend him. Throughout this whole proceeding in the House, they wouldn't let the president defend himself. Finally, today, we got that. Secondly, I think every senator is grateful that the never-ending opening argument, the 24 hours of nonstop from the House managers is over. As their closing argument ended last night, my sense, and I think the sense of a lot of people, is they failed to prove their case. Today, the president's lawyers, I think, did an effective job of pointing out just how selective their quotations were from the record, how much they left out. And I got to tell you, what I'm really looking forward to is Monday. On Monday, starting at 1 p.m., we're going to come back for the trial, and the president's lawyers are going to present the principal defense. And what I really hope to hear from them is a substantive defense on the merits that lays out the case on the facts for the president's innocence. And listen, I think the House managers made a critical mistake in how they structured their argument, because a central element of their argument is the proposition that it was baseless, that it was frivolous to want to investigate Burisma, the Ukrainian natural gas company, and whether or not Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, remember they were paying Hunter Biden $1 million a year,
that's right,
and Joe Biden pressured Ukraine, threatened $1 billion in aid to force Ukraine to fire the prosecutor who was investigating Burisma, the company that was paying Hunter.
But how does this trial resolve any of that? This is really about one defendant, and I hate even referring to him as that.
So I'll tell you how it does. The House managers laid out the proposition that it was baseless, that it was fraudulent, that it was phony, that there was no basis whatsoever for seeking an investigation into Burisma. The complete and total answer is there was overwhelming evidence of corruption, and a president is always justified, in fact has a responsibility to investigate corruption. The fundamental argument that disposes of this case, that makes clear the president did nothing that is impeachable, is he has the authority to investigate corruption. And the House managers, they've opened the door to Hunter Biden testifying, and they've made his testimony not only relevant, but critical.